Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel, and we're in the final days of 2019. You guys have no idea how excited I am that we have come this far, because this year was, as I've been seeing tweets this week about how people what they learned from 2019 and what 2019 taught them, and it's obvious that this year was really tasking for a lot of people. So if you're watching this video, you've made it this far, big thumbs up to you. I'm super proud of you, and I'm just grateful to God for how far He has brought me this year and how far He has also brought you this year. You might not be in the best place, but at least you're alive and watching this video, so it's really something to be grateful about. And that is just all I'm saying to God, like this remaining few days of the year. I'm just so glad. I'm just telling God thank you. So before we go into 2020, we all know that people make plans for the new year, and most of the time in the middle of the year, nothing has been done about those plans, and by the end of the year, almost like those goals, nothing has been ticked off and all. So I believe that the best way to solve a problem is from the foundation. So the best way to like solve not ticking off those goals is to plan properly. So this is what I want to talk about in this video. It's just going to be really short, and I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that I did when planning my 2019 goals that helped me achieve my goals better. So let's have the intro and let's learn together. The very first tip I will give you regarding planning your goals is to be realistic. And I feel like this is what a lot of us struggle with, because we feel like being realistic is being little. You know, when they tell you that if your goals don't scare you, then you're not like planning right, you're not doing the same thing at all. But there's scary and there's unreal. So when you're planning your goals, try to be realistic and all. You can't tell me that you're in school and then like you don't plan on finishing school, like you're going to be in school throughout 2020, and then on your goal you now have getting a 9 to 5. No, like there's stages in life and you just have to go through those stages. Life will take you through those stages. So it's best that as you're planning your goals, you're real with the stages that life will take you through. So don't try to jump the hurdle and all. Yes, you can have like really big goals long term and all, but your yearly goals, do try to be realistic. You can break down like bits of your big goal. Like let's say you want to be like an artist, the most listened to artist on Apple Music and all. Yes, you can now start with trying to have a number of maybe like views or like listens you want to have for the year, and work with building. That is actually breaking down your big goal into little bits and little goals so you can work with. So be very realistic with your goals. So don't just say, oh, I want to buy Benz, and then you don't even have a source of income yet. Try to be very realistic with your goals, because at the end of the day, if you have 12 real goals and by December you have ticked off 10, you'll be happier than having 12 unrealistic goals and you've only ticked off 2. So what actually matters is you getting results and you ticking off those goals, not just having the big goals. Okay, we're focusing on being productive 2020. That's tip 1. So the second thing is have a very strong why. Your why is going to be like your greatest motivation throughout the year, whatever life throws at you, because you have a why on why you want to achieve this goal. That will be your drive like throughout the year. So is it that you want to like make save a particular amount of money? Why do you want to do that? You want to read more books. Why do you want to read more? Why do you want to read like 15 books and all? Why do you want to do that? So have a very strong why. You can write your why like beside your goals, or just have it in your head. Anyone you pick is fine, but have a why. Honest. 3 would be know how. Now that you have a why, then know how. Some people just make goals and they don't know how to go about it. But if it's going like, because a year is 365 days, it's not just like, it's not eternity. It might seem long, but it's 365 days. So when you're putting down, oh, okay, I'm going to save $1 million. How are you going to save $1 million? What percentage of your monthly like salary would you need to take part of and save for you to make $1 million at the end of the day? So I saw a tweet earlier this week. I'm going to put it up on the screen. How to save 1,000 naira in a year. So they broke it down into months, and it's part of what inspired this video. So have a why, have a how. So when you're putting down your goals, like for example, let me use myself as an example. I plan on reading 15 books for 2020. Now I have been able to break down the whole 15 books into months. So there are months that I'll read one book. There are months that I'll read 2 books. There's a particular month that I know I have my final papers in that I put no books at all, because I know I'll be too occupied reading for my exams and my project also. So I've broken it down, and at the end of the year, if I follow that whole plan, I am going to read 15 books and achieve my goal. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, do you want to achieve 1 million subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, whatever it is, try and break it down into months so you have like your goals for the month. Then also track your goals. Find a way to track your goals. If you break down your goals into months, it's easier to track it. So at the end of the month, do an evaluation on where you are and where you want to be, and just, go with it like that. Keep on doing it every month, and you see that you're actually doing better, because you'll be able to measure, okay, this is how far I'm going, this is how fast I'm going, where did I slack, and you do way better than previous years. So try to track and measure your goals. Have like end of the month like discussion overview. They do that in companies. So run your life like it's a business, because 2020 women business, honestly. Lastly, lastly would be to attach a reward to it. I'm someone that believes in gifting so much, because that's how I was brought up. My dad was always like, oh, okay, if you do this, I'll give you this and all. So that's just how I was brought up. Yes. So when you have a goal, something really huge, attach a reward to it. It also helps you like push yourself and to do better and all. For 2019, I had like some goals I had listed out, and I said that if I was going to tick off an amount of all my goals, I was going to get myself a new phone. And I did that at the end of the year. So that was part of my motivation. Okay, Yechi, if you do this, if you're able to like pitch to these brands, if you're able to like save this amount of money, read so amount of books, you are going to get yourself a new phone. And I did it for myself. So let it be something that, it might be little, it might be a trip, it might be some bag you've been eyeing, it might be a new pair of shoes, it might be like just to go on a shopping spree or something. But no matter how little it is, attach a reward to your goals. You deserve it. Like, you've earned it. If you tick something off, you have actually earned it. So it's very important you do that. So here are my little tips that you can apply when planning your goal. I'm very happy with how far I've come this year with YouTube in terms of videos. When I started YouTube, I didn't know I'll come this far, but in terms of my views, in terms of my subscribers, in terms of comments I get, and everything I get, literally, I'm super impressed. So I want to say thank you guys. And by doing that, I've attached a template to planning your 2020 goals. So in the template, it has like your list of goals. It also has a calendar so you can attach your goals for each month and all. That's why I used to break down my goals in terms of my books, in terms of subscribers I want each month. So that's what I'll be running with for 2020. So you break down your goals. Let's say you want to lose like 15 kg. So let's say you lose 2 in January, lose 1 in February, lose like 3 in March, anyhow you want to do it. So it's very simple to use, super simple to use. And I've also attached what to do differently, because you have to do something different 2020 if you don't want the same result as 2019. So what to do differently is also there. And lastly, for my bloggers, other creative influencers, business owners, you have brands you want to work with. So if you're a photographer, who would you like to shoot this year? Put it down. Like, let this be like a prayer card, when you write down your expectations and take it to God. So write down whatever thing you want to do for 2020, brands you want to work with. You never know. At the beginning of 2019, I wrote down, I think about 7 to 8 brands I want to work with. And by the end, 2019 now, I've worked with 5. So it took me pitching to them. And also, I don't know, for some way, one of them got to notice me and reached out to me. So it is very important that you have this kind of goals. You expect things to happen and you don't just think it, you put it down to paper, and or you can feel it using Adobe Feel and Sign. That's why I used to feel mine. or you can print it out and fill it with like a pen. Look at it every day, anyhow you want it. But just let me know if you have any questions about your goals for 2020. I'll be happy to answer all your questions, and also I'll see you guys in the new year. I love you so much. Happy New Year in advance. Have an amazing 2020 and subscribe.